Ni hao from Xi'an, or should I say Assalamu alaikum, as we're currently on the grounds of the Great Mosque here in Xi'an. This beautiful mosque was erected in 742 AD. And of course, coming from the West, we have our own ideas of how Islam is portrayed in China, but we were actually lucky enough to hear the call of prayer here in China for the very, very first time.
Yeah, we're told in the West constantly actually that freedom of religion and practicing religion is not allowed whatsoever in China. Right here in front of us is the prayer hall of the Great Mosque, and there is Muslims, active practicing people of the Muslim community, literally going inside here. All of them have just cleaned themselves like any other mosque around the world, and now they're all heading inside of the prayer hall. There was literally just a call to prayer there a second ago, so it's fascinating to be able to experience that. It is our very first time here in Xi'an as well. We're going to be spending a very short period here. We have about 24 hours here before we head over to our next city, which is a little bit further north. But we're going to be exploring Xi'an today and checking out the Muslim quarter, and Xi'an is the beginning of the Silk Road as well, so it is a very historically beautiful place. Have a look. This mosque here, I have to say, is stunning. It's very unlike any mosque that you would see in Europe, in Africa, in the Middle East. We're very much used to completely different architecture in those parts of the world, but here, because of how old this mosque is, when it was built, and the fact that it was built here in China, it's done in an entirely unique way. And this part here, by the way, is entirely off limits for us. We obviously are non-Muslims, and it's no different really in any other mosque around the world. If you are a non-Muslim, you're generally not encouraged to go in, especially during prayer time. So that was very special to be able to hear that call to prayer. And we also just stood there for like about 20 minutes just watching hundreds of Muslims walking inside of the mosque just after cleaning themselves. By the way, I want to actually show you where they clean themselves, because you're also not allowed to go in there unless you are a Muslim yourself. And have a look. So you have a lot of these structures, and up on the top you have the Arabic scripture, which you will see that on plenty of other mosques around the world. So I hope you can read that up there. Beautiful. Really, really stunning place.
It's very interesting how the Islamic architecture sort of intertwines with the Chinese architecture here. We've never seen anything like it. In the beginning we entered and we were like, oh, it looks fairly Chinese, but of course it looks fairly Chinese because we're in China. Exactly. But I never thought about it that way. Yeah. Because usually, if you think of a mosque, you think of the dome type of a structure with some towers, right? But the architecture here is completely different. Very interesting.
Yeah, because of the timing when this was built, 742, it was during the Tang dynasty. So you can definitely feel that in the way this is. This here is like, obviously it looks like a pagoda, and typically we would associate pagodas with Buddhism. So it's interesting to see a pagoda in the middle of a mosque. It messes up sort of everything, every preconception that we have about different religions. Like if we saw this and it was, for example, a church, let's say a Catholic church, I would not believe it. In the same way, when we first walked in here the first time, we were like, okay, we have to go and see the Great Mosque of Xi'an. And as soon as we saw it, immediately I was like, no, it's not a mosque, it doesn't look like it. But it's just the way that it was built back during the Tang dynasty. And you see these pillars as well. Now I have no idea what exactly these resemble or what they're supposed to be, but these pillars are just fascinating because they're built in the style of the Tang Dynasty, and then you also have Chinese scripture and Arabic blended in together. And this here, by the way, is the ritual cleansing room. Again, a sign that says please do not enter. But once you head in there, it's an area where before people pray, you clean yourself down. It's something that's very common all around the world for mosques and for Muslims. But yeah, very, very amazing thing to see, and a great way to start off our 24 hours of exploring here in Xi'an. Very cool place.
Very cold.
Very cold, by the way, as well. We literally went out and bought ourselves some new clothes. We had to get ourselves some new clothes because we came from Guangxi, as a lot of you guys will know if you've been watching this series from the start. And it was warm. It was like 28, 30, 32 degrees. And here in Xi'an at the moment, it's like 12 degrees. So we have like a 50% reduction in the temperature. Look at this. The architecture here. The architecture is just special. It's very, very, very beautiful.
Xi'an, by the way, seems to be fairly touristy for obvious reasons, as the Terracotta Army is located here in Xi'an, and a lot of the people around here speak very, very good English as well, like surprisingly good English. When we go to random cafes or even sort of clothing stores, retail stores and so on, the people are very forthcoming and immediately starting to speak in English, and also a lot of them have an understanding of like what difficulties for foreigners within China are, for example, with the payment systems and so on. They seem to be very, very aware of that because of the amount of foreign tourists and Westerners that are coming to Xi'an.
Now most people will come to Xi'an for the rich history, the Terracotta Army, the Xi'an Bell Tower photo opportunity. But me, I came here because of the Chinese style hamburger called Rose Yam Mo, or as I like to call it, Roger Moore. My all-time favorite snack, favorite street food that I've ever tried since first coming to China not that long ago. So I'm gonna have to experience that while we're here in Xi'an, because it is just the best creation, and I mean that wholeheartedly. It doesn't get any better. That crispy, flaky bread packed full of oily, tender, delicious meat, and then they also throw in a bunch of extra stuff in there as well. It's usually very affordable and very filling, and yeah, like I said, just packed full of oily goodness and flavor. So they're going to be available everywhere here because this is where it originates from. So I've already walked past probably about 50 places that sell them. Every street corner has people freshly making them, so this is my place right here, that's for sure. Can we have one?
One of this
One bread?
5.
Yes.
How much?
5 RMB, yes. So these guys are
Okay, this one.
How many? 5?
Just
What 5?
this one.
one piece. Oh,
Okay.
shit, thank you. These guys are making bread here from this oven.
Okay.
Fresh, thank you so much, thank you.
Bread.
Xinjiang bread. And the smell off of it is unbelievable. So once it comes out, they actually coat it, I think, in like a layer of some type of butter. And yeah, the smell like quite literally just pulled us over to them.
I believe that at least the sign up on the storefront translates to Xinjiang rose.
Xinjiang
So I
rose.
believe because of the patterns that are on the bread itself, it might be, if it translated correctly, called a rose because
It's
of the
proper
pattern.
fresh though. Oh,
Warm and everything, and I think there's some sesame on top and also some onions in the dough. It looks very nice.
it
And then
smells
it's,
so good.
Look at the size of it.
Oh, it's massive for 5 RMB, yeah.
And then it's baked in the traditional sort of, is it called a kiln?
I'm not too sure what you actually would call it. I think it's called like a tandoor in India, but I don't know what they would call it in Xinjiang or
It's
here.
very nice.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, it's amazing.
The smell is what basically pulled us over. And by the way, we've made our way now to the back streets of Xi'an. So we're tucked into the back streets here. We're not in the actual properly touristic area. Next to the Great Mosque where we started this video, there is a whole sort of Muslim quarter area that is very, very touristic, and it kind of just feels like it's a very organized, structured place where you can buy a lot of different things. But I think when you come to the actual back streets of Xi'an, that's where you're gonna really experience what more local people will actually experience. Here you have actually some Roger Moores being sold as well. But yeah, this is what we are looking for. We want to actually experience what it's really like, not so much like the ancient town type of hyper touristic side of Xi'an, and we want to show you the more local backstreet side of this city as well. Let's try this bread. Oh, that's very good.
It's a very familiar taste, sort of from our time in the Balkans and in Turkey. It tastes very familiar to that.
Yeah, we traveled a lot in Turkey, around the Balkans, Eastern Europe, Georgia. This tastes very, very familiar. Very hearty flavor of bread. It's perfect for the cold weather that we have here as well. It's bloody massive too. And for 5 RMB, you really can't go wrong, can you?
I'm sure usually you would kind of dip it into some sort of a sauce or eat it with your meal. It's not like the main attraction of the meal, but we just wanted to try it just by itself, basically. From the Muslim Quarter, we made it to the famous bell tower, which was erected here in Xi'an in 1384 during the Ming Dynasty. And the bell was used for 2 purposes. One, to obviously show the time, and the second one was to warn for potential enemies that might be near to the city itself. I believe this bell here is a replica. Yes, it says here it's a replica, but it's stunning. So many different symbols on the outside of the bell. Very, very stunning.
The bell tower architecture is a beautiful example of the traditional Chinese woodwork architecture. It's very, very well preserved, and you can tell that it is properly upkept. People really pay close attention to this, just how clean it is and how well looked after it is. And the location of the bell tower itself is situated right in the middle of the 4 main streets, or the main roads in Xi'an, and it's actually in the middle of a roundabout that connects all 4 of these roads. Now that we're on the inside, you can see the design of the ceiling is just unreal. Very beautiful, vibrant green and red and blue colors intertwined together. Proper beautiful. Really great photo opportunities all over Xi'an, and they've turned the inside obviously into basically a museum. So you have a lot of the original slates and pieces of the bell tower that are on show, and then obviously plenty of different old Chinese scriptures and things that have correlation to the bell tower itself. So these are obviously original plate tiles from the bell tower itself, and then you even have an original beam that was on the tower too.
We have a bum. But this needs to go here. Dang it.
You have to make this out of the puzzle pieces.
Oh no. I put the head further away than it should.
Uh-oh.
I make a horse down here, maybe. I have 3 pieces.
Well guys, we made our way to one of the best and most well-preserved city walls in all of China. It was actually built during the Tang Dynasty and then expanded in the Ming Dynasty. The wall is 13.7 kilometers and it encloses the old city in quite literally a perfect rectangle. So it's a very, very unique structure indeed. And have a look at this. This is the first thing that you see when you walk inside. I believe we're at the south entrance and you can go up, and the tickets that you get allows you to access all 13.7 kilometers of this wall. Gives you quite literally panoramic views around the whole of Xi'an. Up here on the wall itself, this wall by the way is 12 meters tall and about 12 to 14 meters wide. You've got loads of these blow up things here that display the Spring 2025 festival. They all actually light up as well once it gets dark, so it's very beautiful. But over here you can see this is the sort of the wall that is enclosing the old part of Xi'an, and you can see that with the architecture. A lot of the top of the buildings is all done in that traditional Tang Dynasty style. And then when you look over here on the other side, you have the skyscrapers and all of the like hyper developed part of Xi'an City. Xi'an City is like a new first tier city, so it is hyper developed. It has a very, very effective metro system as well. For such an ancient city to have a very effective metro that connects all of it together, it's absolutely crazy. And you can see here it's quite a big city with about 13 million people living in it as well. So when I first initially heard about Xi'an and the ancient one of the ancient capitals of China, I imagine like a very small sort of rustic area, and that inside the walls over here on this side is definitely feels like that in certain places. But it's surprising to me because, and this is something I didn't expect at all about Xi'an, it's just how big of a city it actually is, how many people are living here and how much is going on. There's loads to do and see as well. But we're going to explore the city wall for a little bit and try and get some nice views, and then it's time for a Roger Moore. And we also really are interested as well in trying something called biang biang, which is the super thick hand pulled noodles. They look incredible too. I can tell that both of us are going to fall in love with the food here as well. It just has that warm, cozy soul food type of a feeling, and the smell everywhere that we go in the street is just very, very, very nice.
Right, we made it back to the happening city center basically and found lots and lots of street food here. And we also found the Roger Moore. Now we're gonna order. We had the first one, and this one.
那个好，没有片儿。没有，这个有，这个有。哦，那个有。
Yeah, okay, one.
谢谢。Oh, extra juice over the top as well. Smells so good. 谢谢。
谢谢。
Time to try some Roger Moore. It's extremely loud everywhere here. I'm just trying to get away from the sheep. Have a look at that. Packed full of porky goodness. Let's give it a bite. It's so flaky. The pork is extremely tender, very fatty. Plenty of oil as well in there. And I love the crunch off of the green peppers in there too. Doesn't really have any spice to it, but the flakiness of the actual pastry on the outside combined with the fatty pork, this is unreal.
Is that all you wished for?
It's very good.
Yeah? Amazing. Now, Roger Moore.
Naomi got a different one.
I got the duck one.
This is duck.
Duck,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Mine seems to be a little bit more
Oily.
sort of saturated with chili oil, I suppose.
Yeah. Oh, that looks amazing.
The Chinese hamburger.
Yep.
I read online that people call it a Chinese hamburger. Okay, let's give it a try. I don't know how to even approach this bun.
Oh my god. Look at that.
Oh, that's amazing. It's really good.
Yeah.
I think I have the spiciness.
Oh yeah.
I got the spicy one, Luke got the signature one. Usually we do it the other way around.
Yeah, true.
So maybe this makes more sense.
Try that one. It's a little bit plainer. More simple flavors on that one.
Beautiful.
This one here is loaded up with chili oil. The red chili oil is my favorite part about it. Yep. This is my favorite one. The duck, the green chili in there, the red chili oil, and the flakiness of that bread on the outside. Roger Moore, or Roger Moore, whatever you want to call it. This is heaven. Or actually, I would really like to open a business back home in Ireland that sells this, or somewhere in Europe that sells this. I'm pretty sure it would do incredibly well. This flavor just works like unbelievably well. I love it.
I think if we opened a Roger Moore shop somewhere in Europe, it would probably sell out like within minutes after opening every single day. I really like the signature one.
It's so good.
大好粥，原味南瓜粥。
这里点餐了。
Which one is the one that you want?
You have biang biang. This one. Oh, so many different types. This one.
Which one is the biang biang?
一个边边。
For me, this one.
One. Right, so we found a little spot here that seems to make the hello, ni hao, seems to make the hand-pulled thick noodles. Biang biang, I think is the name, or I think that's how you pronounce it. So we're gonna give them a try. I think I got the biang biang and Naomi got some type of a rice noodle. So either way, we're gonna give it a shot.
I hope that you actually ordered the biang biang.
I hope so.
Because on the pictures it kind of looked different to what I thought it was going to look like. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know how wide the noodle is supposed to be, but either way, that Roger Moore was very tasty, but it only sort of like ignited like a new level of appetite. So like finished all of it, and then as soon as I finished it, I was like, oh my god, I need more food.
I think what I ordered is a cold noodle.
Oh.
It looks cold.
Yeah. Cold noodles are also a thing here is in Shaanxi. It's also a type of cold noodle that is very popular too. And then you have the biang biang, the rojamo, and a lot of beef dishes as well, obviously because of the Muslim community.
accidentally ordered a cold noodle. I'm also currently strangling myself, suffocating myself. Okay. I thought I was gonna pass out. Okay, so it's a cold rice noodle with cucumbers and chili oil and some mung beans on the top from the look of it. Let's just give it a mix and hopefully not splash my new jacket with chili oil. That would be very unfortunate. Whoopee! Oh, losing my chopsticks. Oh, the noodles are fighting back. They're really firm noodles.
Firm noodles, yeah.
Oh. Oh.
That's good.
I don't know. It's like a really odd texture. It's like a gelatinous type of texture.
Like a jelly.
But not in a bad way.
Uh-huh.
It's very tasty.
Oh.
But it's odd. It's like a different texture to what I had expected it to be. And I'm trying to give you a taste.
Yeah, sure.
Why are you blowing on cold noodles? Very logical.
It does taste like almost like a jelly texture. That's very different. It kind of tastes actually similar to the cold. We had cold noodles before in Chengdu. First time that we came to China. Tastes very, very similar. All right, so we have a big, beautiful bowl of biang biang, which is the thick, hand-pulled noodles, and I think this here is minced beef, and then you've got chili, you've got some tomato, bok choy as well, some spring onions over the top. What more could you ask for? So I think you're basically just going to go in and just mix everything together, so you have all the flavors blended in there together. And I'll tell you something, this smells unbelievable. How good does that smell?
It smells amazing. It looks like something that I would really enjoy.
Yeah, I think we actually ordered, Naomi ordered something I would enjoy. It's kind of the same as what we did with the Roger Moore just there. She ordered something I would enjoy, and I ordered something she would enjoy. Now this looks like it has a serious amount of steam coming off of it. Look at this. That is a thick old noodle. I'm gonna try and eat this without completely drenching my face in chili oil. So I feel like that's a common theme with a lot of the food here in Shaanxi. Roger Moore, the whole time I was eating it, I was like eating it over on the street, so the oil was dropping everywhere and not on my jacket. But it's gonna be the same again with this if I don't drop it on myself. Let's give it a go. That's fantastic. It literally tastes like a mildly spicy spaghetti bolognese. So like the minced meat, the tomato flavor, and a little bit of vegetables, and then you have the thick noodle as well. This is very good, genuinely. Oh my god.
The noodles are fighting back.
They have, because they're so wide, they have a little bit more thickness to them. So to bite through them, you need to sort of like properly chew almost to get through it. This is phenomenal though. I'm really enjoying the flavor of it. Yep. The food here in Shaanxi is for sure up there with my favorite flavors. The Roger Moore and these alone, unreal. You're gonna love this one.
I would like to give it a try. Oopie. Oh,
You will genuinely love the flavor of that.
kind of wondering how to go about even picking it up.
Oh yeah,
Oh, it's
it's a
very
little,
difficult.
it's tricky because of how thick it is.
Okay, I think I'm just gonna start eating and then kind of like
Work it out as you go.
work my way through it from there. Oh.
There's no end to it.
You have to bite it off.
How good is that?
Oh yeah. Nice bok choy and tomatoes.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a really, really tasty flavor. Surprisingly, actually, Luke was saying like it tastes a little bit like a spaghetti bolognese nearly, and I do agree with that.
Yep.
If you would like put a little bit of like Parmesan cheese on top, it would be like basically spaghetti bolognese.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting flavor to it. Maybe that's where the Italian spaghetti bolognese is coming from.
So good.
Oh, it's very good. Very tasty.
Mamma mia.
I love the texture of these noodles so much. They're very chewy. They have a bite to it. These ones are more like a jelly type of like cognac jelly nearly type of a texture. And this one is kind of like, you know, as if you would like boil a lasagna sheet, like a lasagna noodle. That's kind of the texture of it. So it's really tasty. I like it a lot.
It's fair to say that by the time we leave Xi'an, we're going to be a lot heavier. So in the next upcoming series, the next city that we go to, basically, you're going to be seeing the two fat explorers. That's for sure.